It's now Saturday, November 29th, 2014, and we ride behind 3642 on our way to Loftus for the Sydney Tramway Museum. Earlier, the locomotive had returned from Richmond to celebrate the line's 125th anniversary. The locomotive is now travelling through the suburbs of Sydney. The locomotive is now slowing down and be pulling its way into Hurstville Station to pick up more passengers on the way. After picking up passengers from Hurstville, 3642 now makes its way to Loftus. After being a bit behind schedule at Hurstville due to 2 electric trains, the 36-class locomotive managed to gain up time at Como. The bridge you can see here is the former Como Railway Bridge. This was opened in December 1885. When a new railway bridge over Georges River was built adjacent to the original bridge in 1972, the original station was relocated about a kilometre southwards. We arrive at our destination, Loftus. At 3642 now leaves the station to head its way to Waterfall, where it will be shunted and serviced ready for the return journey to Sydney. Meanwhile, passengers who had boarded the train will now make their way to the Sydney Tramway Museum. The 2 trams seen here had taken passengers to the Royal National Park branch line. It was a former line from the New South Wales Government Railway. These 2 trams served the city of Sydney back in their heyday. "3642 returns from Waterfall and be making its way back to Sydney 10 to 1st. Quite rare on the main line.
See the pistons you want to do, Joe? Yeah.
We will conclude this trip with 3642 pulling its way out of Hurstville and be making its final destination to Sydney. One of the special guests in the train that was just waving was Santa Claus. It's the final steam tour for 2014, as we see 3642 providing shuttle trips between Sydney to Rhodes. The locomotive is seen at North Strathfield. The two vintage diesel locomotives, 4490 and 4520, are taking the train back to Sydney. On the last shuttle trip for the day, we arrive at Rhodes to see 3642 pulling into its destination. As the train will be making its way back to Sydney, the New South Wales steam season for 2014 draws to a close. Rail Around New South Wales would like to wish every rail heritage organisation across New South Wales a special thank you for a great 2014. We will return in April 2015. Rail Around New South Wales would also like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.